Hey everybody, this is Dust Roasted on Gaming with episode 2, match number 4 with Rakdos Burn here in Modern. Just a friendly reminder, if you like what you're seeing on the channel, don't forget to consider giving us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up on the video, and leave a comment down below. Alright, so this is basically Mono Red, Splash, Bump of the Night in the main deck, and then Collective Brutality and Fatal Push in the sideboard. So you're trying to leverage the power of Light Up the Stage and Skewer the Critics. In addition to having Grim Lavamancers in the main, you also have Rift Bolts, Bump of the Nights, Lava Spikes, Lightning Bolts, and Rift Bolts as basically one mana plays. A couple copies of Ramonette Ruins is interesting. It's come up once or twice so far in the league. And then as far as the sideboard goes, a couple Smash to Smithereens for the artifact decks, Searing Blaze and Searing Blood for the smaller creature decks, and Exquisite Firecraft for the controlling decks, as well as Death's Shadow, which is currently a relevant part of the meta once again. This will be a pretty easy mulligan. His hand's Dees. Hopefully we scry a land at the top. So... Prison? So Searing Blaze is basically a dead card. Red, White, Sun, and Moon, perhaps? Been a while since I've seen that deck floating around. Temple of Triumph. Been a while since I've seen that card. Enduring Ideal, perhaps. Could be Enduring Ideal. I normally think of Red, White, Sun, and Moon when I see this. So we've been playing a weird league this game. Goblin Guide, Swift Spear. Hopefully we top deck a land. But we want to get all of our 1-drops out of our hand just in case. If it is Enduring Ideal, they certainly have a lot of cards that can punish us and make the game drag on longer. Just making sure we hadn't disconnected. Our opponent may very well have, though. So, what do they have going on? New Benalia, Rugged Prairie, Sacred Foundry. Been a while since even that deck's had results, though. It was... We've got Leyline, Spheres, Periphery, Ruined Halo, Suppression Field. Oh, they lost connection in the game, that doesn't surprise me. So, this is the deck I'm currently looking at. The only deck I see with Temple of Triumph. It could be Sun and Moon as well, which Sun and Moon is a deck popularized by one Mr. Todd Stevens a couple years ago. It has like Chalice of the Void, Leyline of Sanctity, etc., etc. So, see if our opponent comes back in time. As much as I'd love a timeout victory, that's not what we're about here on the channel. Okay, they're back. Guess who's back? Back again. See what our opponent does with the scry. But either deck, one deck has sweepers, one deck has... Okay, so we definitely need to get a Blood Crypt here. Hopefully we find another land or two. This might give us a better idea of what we're up against. Anger of the Gods, good to note. So looks like Sun and Moon. Hopefully they don't have Chalice for one here. Land, please. Alright, I mean, it's a pretty nice one, because they don't play Bolt in their deck, so... It has a Chandra. Come on, just... I was gonna say, come on, just let this connect, please. Light up this stage. No third land, might guess here. Sure. Looks like they're just gonna Chandra here. Interesting. Use it to tick down and kill. Well, we need to draw a land deck. Land, please. That Chalice is going to be pretty rough. Yep, opponent's going to get to go Chalice plus Anger of the Gods here. Oh no, Gideon Jura. That makes life far, far more annoying. Sure. Huh. So for those of you that wonder why I like to run 20 lands in all my builds of burn, this is a perfect example. We're through 14 cards in our deck, and we've seen one land. Seems good, right? Alright, on to game number 2 here. Definitely want to get these Searing Blazes out of our deck. Definitely want the Smashes in. Got like one copy of Bump of the Night, I guess. No, actually, probably a Lavamancer. This could get a little bit rough. They honestly have access to potentially Leyline of the Void. Actually, Leyline of the Void would be a reason to leave in. This hand is not particularly aggressive, but I think we keep it. Logins to 6. Keeps their hand. Alright, well, at least they didn't have, at least they didn't have Leyline of Sanctity, but they could have Chalice on one. Lava spikes out of our hand just to avoid any unnecessary issues with our opponent having Chalice on one and being able to kind of punish us for it here. Okay. Sensing maybe a Blood Moon? This feels like a Chalice or a Helix. Helix is a problem. Like I said, Red, White, Sun, and Moon used to have problems with burn, but they do have specific cards that can target what we're doing, so... Anger of the Gods? Yep. Drop our opponent to 7 here. Maybe they'll be nice and thin our deck for us. Chalice on 1. It's kind of obnoxious. Go ahead and pass to our opponent here. So a good bit of our deck is now a dead draw. Now, most of our deck is a good dead draw. We have what? Rift Bolts and Skewer the Critics that are good draws here. Light up the stage. Yep, Blood Moon, whatever. Doesn't really shut off any cards at this point. Now we get to play a really interesting game of Magic. Yep, Mana Monkey beatdowns. Huh. Smash to Smithereens is a great card. Unfortunately, it has a Chalice on 2 as well, so... past our opponent here. We're flooding out pretty hard. Alright, now we really need to hit Runner on Skewer the Critics and Rift Bolt. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've drawn 10 of our lands so far. Alright, so we have some amount of outs next turn. Oh, delightful. So our opponent drew 3 chalices in their top 22 cards, and wouldn't have gotten there anyway. Alright, so sometimes you play against decks that have the hate pieces. Red, white, sun, and moon. Can't even find a copy of this deck lately. Basically, there are 4 Chalice of the Void, Blood Moon, Lightning Helix, Anger of the Gods, Wrath deck with access to Ley Lines of Sanctity out of the sideboard. So, the deck is theoretically burn should be favored, but it does have the tools to stop burns, good draws, and then, like if they have a Ley Line or a Chalice in there, we just got locked out by triple Chalice and drew 10 lands. So, I mean, we theoretically had outs up until that 3rd Chalice of the Void, but, you know, that happens sometimes. But, anyways, this has been Dusk for Dusted On Gaming. Don't forget to give us a like, comment, and subscribe.